Yes, good evening, and thank you for tuning in to another week with Fathers Who Care. And as always, we count it all joy just to be in the land of the living one more time. And listen, I call it all good when I can see my young people around here producing TV shows and smiling, and they in there producing the show for an elder like myself. And I just love to see good people smiling and having fun today. And I just want to come on back and say this is a part 2 to one of our shows where I want to I'm hoping that this guy comes and show up today. He told me he was going to show up. I don't know if he's going to make it yet or not. But we had a guest who told us he was going to be here a little while earlier. So we've been sitting up in here waiting on this guy to show up. Oh, he come now. No problem. Hey, sir, how you doing? Yeah, we've been waiting on our guest to show up. Onionhead
It's been so
from the
unnecessary.
Universoul circuit, the clown in the hood. But you know, it's okay though. You're just a little late. You want to come on in and well, we got Onionhead with us. He's the one of the clowns from the hood, the wealthy clown, and he's the clown in the hood, and he's a guest on the Universoul Circus. So we got him here with us right now. So thank you so much, Onionhead, for showing up with us. How you? Oh man. Oh man, I hope he all right. Oh, the man that fell out the chair. What's going on? Oh goodness. Come on, man. Come on. Oh goodness.
I feel
Oh man.
so unnecessary.
Oh, the man that fell out the chair.
I feel so unnecessary.
Oh please. No, you're necessary. Come on in, please. I hope you're feeling. Come on in, son. He didn't mean no harm. He just accidentally fell out the chair. Come on over,
You
son.
gotta get some new chairs.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, new chairs and
Man,
that.
listen, guys. Just make sure we'll check with him when we get out. I hope he all right, but you okay, sir?
Yeah.
Listen, we got Manny Emmanuel on the show tonight, Malone, and then we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, mayonnaise.
Yeah, mayonnaise.
And then of course we have Onionhead, the wealthy clown, the clown from the hood, from the Universoul Soul Circus.
And don't forget my book, $1 Million Clown.
$1 Million Clown. So listen,
Be published in January.
okay, and so we want you to tune in to and make sure you read his book. And listen, Onionhead was out there empowering our young people, particularly our young women, on letting them know that it's okay, or the art of saying no. And so I'm really fascinated about what you were saying, Onionhead, in relationship to telling these young people, particularly young women, that it's okay to say no. And please practice saying no.
Yes.
Say no before somebody
Right.
trick you.
Right.
Go ahead, tell us why.
Because you're going to get all type of offers. Here, come on, girl, smoke this. You know what I mean? You can say no. Create your own culture. Create your own standard. Don't accept someone else's culture.
Right.
Someone that is drinking and smoking and
Right.
doing bad things.
Take your time before you become parents.
Own the power to control your destiny.
Wow. So, Onionhead, we got a caller. Let's see what the caller want to say to you. Listen, thank you so much, caller, for calling in. We have Onionhead on the show, and he giving us so much information, and he telling the young women right now that it's okay to say no and to guard their chastity and their virtuality, and that they, not to be parents too soon.
Yeah,
What's your
well,
comment or question?
Hello. I got a question. I want to see him do a magic trick.
Oh, how you must have saw something earlier. Yeah, we do have Onionhead, who's the clown from the hood, and I think that he may have, I don't know.
Do a magic trick.
If you can, sir. That's what they asking for. They
right.
say, so we got the magic man here, and Onionhead gonna give us some music, some tricks here, and then he gonna tell us about this initiative he was talking about books over basketball, guns over violence, love over hate. But go ahead, Onion.
All right. When I put this ball in your hand like that, right? You close your hand on it tight, okay? But I'm gonna take this ball, this one here. I'm gonna keep this one. I put it in my hand here. I grab this one here. Close your hand on this ball tight. Hold it tight. Now I have a ball and you have a ball. Now watch closely. Watch closely. 1, 2. What come after 2?
3.
Okay. 3. Magic is done. Open your hand.
Bro, no. Yeah.
Oh, well. So there you have it. You have the Onionhead The clown from the hood, from the Universal Soul Circus, sharing love. Hey, Onionhead, you was talking specifically about, of course, you was talking to the young women about the art of saying no. You was encouraging them to read this book. And you was encouraging them to read a lot of things. And particularly, you was telling them, when you was talking to me and you was telling me about books over basketball. So
Yeah.
what you mean by that?
Well, for instance, you may have a dream of being a professional basketball player.
Right.
Well, what happens if that dream falls short and you don't become?
Okay.
So you got to prepare yourself to be that basketball player, and you got to prepare your life if you don't make it as a professional basketball player. So that means you got to read, learn, think, and execute. So prepare yourself for a good future. As I was telling a young lady, the book Susie Armand, Women and Money, owning the power to control your destiny. And you're going to own the power to control your destiny through education, through learning, through reading.
So they call you the wealthy clown.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because wealth don't always have to be in money, although I love that part also. But wealth is enjoying your life.
Okay.
Wealth is having good health. I'll be 78 in November,
78.
and I run you.
You think.
I'll be 78 in November, and I do more push-ups than you right now.
You think.
I know.
You think. You want to test me?
You want to try me?
No, do you want to try me?
Yes, I do.
When?
You want to do it now?
No, I don't feel like it
Okay. You don't feel I'm well equipped for a fight I choose. I have legs, arms, and a brain to use.
Go ahead.
So that's what you got to think. Before the last show, I was reciting a poem.
Right.
I didn't finish, so I'm going to recite that poem.
Please,
now
go ahead.
and finish.
Please.
The poem is by Edgar Guest, written in 1859. And during this time, they did not press young ladies into education, because they looked for young ladies to find someone to love and marry, and that person would take care of them.
Right.
But today, it's a complete different picture. So the poem is equipment, and it says, my lad, which is a man child. It didn't mention nothing about the female. So since I'm a sad clown, I changed it to do not be sad. All right? So here it is. Figure it out for yourself. Do not be sad. You were born with all that the greatest of men have had. To arm, to leg, to eye. Oh,
Take your time.
what happened?
You good.
All right. Figure it out for yourself. Do not be sad. You were born with all that the greatest of men have had. To arms, to legs, to eyes, and a brain to use if you would be wise. With this equipment, they all began. So start for the top and say, I can. Look them over, the wise and the great. They took their food from a common plate. And with similar knives and forks they used, with similar laces they tied their shoes. The world considered them brave and smart. But you, my children, have all that they had when they made the start. You can train and learn a skill. You can be great if you only will. You are well equipped for what fight you choose. You have legs, arms, and a brain to use. And for the man who has risen great deeds to do, he began his life with no more than you. You are the handicap that you must face. You are the one who must choose your place. You must say where you want to go, how much you study the truth to know. God have equipped you for life, you see, but he let you decide what you want to be. Courage must come from the soul within. You must furnish the will to win. So figure it out for yourself. Do not be sad. You were born with all that the greatest of men have had. And with your equipment, they all began. So stay in school and say, I can.
I can. I like that. So you're watching Fathers Who Care right now. And of course, our guest this evening is none other than our own little bitty man over there. That's Emmanuel, my main man. And then none other than Onionhead, the clown from the hood, the wealthy clown. And he's educating and he's empowering and he's giving laughter. So I want to ask this question. I know I asked it before and I'm going to do it one more time.
Before you ask the question,
Sure.
someone bring me in about 5 or 6, 7, 8 tissues. I want to show him. I want to do one more.
5 or 6 or 7, 8 tissues.
Tissues, like that. Hand towels.
Can somebody bring me some tissues? Hanisha, bring me some tissue, 5, 6, 7, or 8, and 9 tissues or something, please. Because if I not, he may fall out this chair again up in here. Who knows?
What is he finna do?
I don't know. He falling out of chairs and everything going on. Thank you so much. So we got some tissues there. So I hope that helps.
We will do that later.
Okay. So look. I want to ask you this question. I know I asked you this before, but I'm gonna ask you this again because I think the audience need to know. And it's just so sad that sometimes folks won't even take the time to laugh. You know, they get so caught up in world affairs and other people's business and other people's concerns when they won't even laugh. You know, I try to make it my business to watch something or do something that just give me joy, all right? And I just go and I just laugh outrageously just to release. So tell me why it's important for people to laugh and why are you so passionate and making folks laugh?
Well, one of the most healing places, if you want laughter, is to come to Universoul Circus.
There it is.
You want to see laughter, you want to see joy, you want to see family entertainment,
Yeah.
you want to see people having fun, from little babies up to grown folks, up to grandmas and grandpas, having fun under the big top.
Everybody's having fun in the big top.
Our CEO and founder, Mr. Cedric Walker, has said that everyone that come under the big top must leave feeling good, joyful, and having a great time. And that's what Universoul Circus tried to do.
So tell us, what is the state of a person? I ask you this because I just enjoy talking to you. I really do. And I'm glad that, we was afforded an opportunity to talk a little bit more extensively. But what is the state of a person who can't laugh? I mean, who just can't find laughter in their lives? What's the problem?
You'll find failure.
Okay.
You'll find unhappiness. And you'll find sorrow. Laughter is healing. Joy is healing. When I first became a clown in New York City, up in the Bronx, and Harlem is where I started at.
So you're from Harlem?
No, I
From New York?
Well, I ran away from home when I was a kid from Miami, Florida.
Okay.
And ended up homeless in the streets of New York.
Okay.
That's why I love this character, because I actually lived it at one time, And then when I did get myself together, my life did change. Universoul Circus was the biggest change in my life. All right, I had
You got a caller. Get your call and then you can roll with whatever you want to say. We have Onionhead, the clown from the hood, from Universoul Circus, here in Chicago, on Fathers Who Care, keeping it 100. Caller, you on the air, your comment or question, please. Yes. Hello? We seem to be experiencing some difficulty. Please go ahead. You was talking. Yes.
I'm Marianne. I want to see a magic trick.
Someone is asking for a
Sorry,
magic trick.
but I just wanted to see one.
Somebody's asking for a magic trick.
Did you just miss that magic trick?
I think you just missed the magic trick, he said. So just hold on for a minute. Just keep an eye on the show. You're watching Fathers Who Care Live. He said he's going to do one later on. But you just keep an eye on him. We got another caller. Caller, you on there. Your comment or question. You have Onionhead from the Universoul Circus, the clown in the hood. He's keeping it 100 on the show tonight. He's educating folks. He's empowering folks. He is enlightening folks. He's educating. He's keeping folks' spirit lifted. He's encouraging us to come on out and share the love with each other. He said if you don't love on each other, then you're going to depress yourself. You're going to feel depressed. You're going to be stressed out. Talk to us. What you got?
My question to the clown. What inspired you to want to be a clown, and what positive can you say to youth to make them want to live their dream?
Ask that question one more time.
Well, say that one more time, please.
My question to the clown was, what inspired you to want to be a clown, and what can you say to the youth to inspire them to want to be the best that they can be in whatever their dream is to be in
What
life?
inspired you, first one, to want to be a clown and make people laugh, and what can we do to inspire young people to be the best that they can be and pursue their dreams?
Oh, all right. Well, what inspired me to be a clown is that when my daughter was 3, I had a clown come over to serve for her birthday party, and after the party, she told me she didn't like the clown, said the clown was boring. I told her, don't worry about it. Your next birthday, I'll be your clown. But I was joking. But she reminded me, remember, hey, Dad, remember you said you're going to be on clown? So I went out, spent about $65, drove over to New Jersey, bought some stuff, and just put it. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know nothing about clowning. And I went in and I just acted a fool, and the people loved it. And people started asking me to do their birthday party. So I didn't even realize what was happening to my life at the time. I went out and started reading books on clowning. I started reading books on magic. And later on, about, let me see, that was 85, 95, so 13 years later, 12, 13 years later, I heard about Universoul Circus. And I know nothing about being a circus clown. But I end up taking a job, getting a job as a cook, then a member of the tent crew putting the tent up, and end up being the signature clown for Universoul. And
You walked that up.
yeah, I came in the back door, so
Yeah.
to say. And being that clown at Universal had taken me all over the world. China, Russia, Ukraine. 2001, went to South Africa and I performed on stage for Nelson Mandela 83rd birthday celebration. So no telling where your dream would take you. But you got to follow your dream. You can't hesitate or procrastinate. You must move on it. And I would say for the children, read, learn, get a dream, and execute. You must have a dream. Once you get the dream, write it down. Let it be you have a computer, put it on your desktop. Let it be the first thing you see. When you wake up in the morning, put it on the wall. Let it be the last thing you see when you go to bed at night. Write that dream down.
Your vision board.
Yeah. So a man thinketh, so is he.
Well, you're listening to Fathers Who Care. And of course, I know you can't help but be inspired and motivated and encouraged just by hearing from our guest this evening, none other than Onionhead, the clown from the hood from Universoul Circus, will be in Chicago October the 2nd to the what?
To November the 11th.
So you got no excuses not to come on out with your family and have some love and with your people. Share some love with your folks. Support your folks. Get folks some love. Love, love, love. I'm talking about love. What you got to say about that to Onionhead?
I wanted to ask him, why did he run away?
Why did he run away?
From his home?
Because I wasn't wise. Because I wasn't listening to my parents as I should have. I mean, your parents is your guiding light. You must listen to your parents and understand their guidance to you. You must read books. You must have a dream. Once you have that dream, follow that dream.
He constantly saying over and over, I keep hearing you say, over and over and over, you keep stressing the importance of reading books.
It's the key to life. I'm the only one in my family that did not go to college. I have a professor in my family, and all the rest is school teacher. My brother was over the Department of Social Services in Miami before he passed. And me, I had no education. But I became an avid reader of books in 2003, and that's what changed my life.
So what happens if a person don't utilize the gift of learning, don't read, don't matriculate, don't go out and try to push themselves to the next level, but just kind of become complacent and dormant? What happens to that person?
They look like I look right now, but in real life, I mean, even a clown got to understand reading and have the desire to read and learn. Learning is the key. You have the wisdom of Einstein, the education of Martin Luther King, the body of Cleopatra, but you don't have an education and knowledge, you don't have anything.
So the saying that, the historical black colleges use it, of course, one of the themes is a man is a terrible thing to waste.
Terrible thing to waste.
But I don't think people quite understand the concept.
Because we are wasting it. Because we, especially as black Americans, we should have businesses all through our neighborhoods, and we don't. Why? Because they're not giving us the right food when we are babies.
So you're
They need to
saying,
give us a business mentality.
so are you telling me that as children that our babies are not being fed properly, not
Knowledge,
nourished properly, not raised
knowledge,
properly? Okay.
wisdom.
Lack of knowledge.
Yes.
Now the word says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. Is that true?
Yes, it is. Look around us. Look at us.
You're watching Fathers Who Care, and of course I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that we have our little man over there, Emmanuel, and I love that little fella. He's hanging out with us tonight, and of course you can't help but see the glow in the room with the Universal Soul Circus center clown, Onionhead, the wealthy clown
Okay.
in Chicago. So talk to us, Onionhead. What's on your
I'm gonna
mind?
show this young man a magic trick that
I'm
only,
afraid to touch your stuff, man.
all because you are intelligent, you would not be able to see what's going on. You won't be able to learn it. I need you out of the picture. I need,
Oh!
yeah, can you step back over here? Here, you come right here. Right here. You can step right there, downward.
You want me there? Okay.
All right, here we no. Here. No, I need you like this. Here. Where? No, can you move the chair back? No,
The chair?
over here.
Okay.
Okay. Now. The whole idea is for you to create the magic. All right? You create the magic. All right, come on, right here. You create the magic. When I raise my hand, you blow my hand. Blow this hand.
All right.
Watch the magic. Watch the magic.
You threw it right there.
Yeah, go get it. Pick it up then.
Wait, was it?
That's another one. That's the old one. Oh, they brought me up with one napkin.
What napkin? They got
No.
a napkin.
All right. All right, let's get back to our TV there.
Okay. Let's have a seat. Come on. Ah. Okay, so we're back. Listen, we're having a ball here at Fathers Who Care on CAN TV with none other than Onionhead. Onionhead got it going on. He got the young people laughing. And we're going to make, he done brought some more tissue. So I don't know, we're doing the tissue thing tonight. But anyway, Onionhead, talk to me one more time. We was talking about, now tell us some of the highlights that's going on at the Universal Soul Circus this year. What's the highlights?
Great. Well, we got a young man who are more powerful than Spider-Man. In fact, he looked like Spider-Man. He walking upside down, 60 feet in the air without a net up under him.
Really?
Yes. He looked as if he was Spider-Man, but he's not. He's a young man from Brazil.
That's not real.
We also, come to the show and you'll see, we also have these motorcycles that are jumping 60 miles across the audience, and doing flips and tumbling in the air, these motorbikes. We call them extreme bikes.
Okay.
And we have our camels, we have zebras, and we have these 12, 14 big, gigantic horses. And we have a young lady flying off with
You still got the
horse.
elephants?
No, not. We don't have the elephant this year.
Okay. Because I remember last time I took them on an elephant ride.
Oh, okay. But it's very, very good, very entertaining, and it's a show to see.
Okay. You're watching Fathers Who Care. Of course, we have our special guest with us this evening, none other than Onionhead, the clown in the hood, the wealthy clown. Universal Soul Circus, major attraction in my mind. And Onionhead, I want to ask you this. People are leaving this world at record pace. And unfortunately, folks are not understanding the importance in being happy and the importance in laughing. would you encourage our folks for a few minutes just to know that it's important to smile and to laugh?
Yes, because when you smile and laugh, it gives you the opportunity to learn and to read books. Get your babies to read. Get your babies an iPad. 2 years old, they should have an iPad. They start off playing games, and they're doing mathematical numbers. Teach the babies. Teach the babies, and they'll grow up wise. They'll make great decisions.
Well, I'm so thankful that Onionhead came and hung out with us. I mean, he stayed the course. He's been in there mentoring the young women. He's been hanging with us. Well, I'm telling you, it's all about family. It's all about love. We got the spiritual night. We got the clergy. We got the residents. We got the community. We got people loving on each other, people supporting each other, people forgiving each other for the hurt, harm, and pain. Come on out and enjoy yourself. You can't lose with the stuff we use. And we're using laughter and we're using love to conquer all.
And books.
He keep telling us this.
Books.
Over and over and over, he keeps saying, read, read, read.
It could be a print book, an audio book, an e-book, long as you're reading a book.
Read your mind. Stimulate your mind. Is that what you're telling us?
Yes. What's your dream?
To be a football player.
What you got to do to be a football player? Read books first. Because you don't make it as a professional football player, you still have something to fall back on.
Yeah. Like what? What else would you like to do? But you're young enough to think about it, all right? But he's saying to you, if the football business don't work out for you, then what? You know, you got to think about something else. Maybe you might want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, the president of the United States.
Or a clown.
Or a clown.
But you can be a clown, be a wealthy clown.
Or be a wealthy clown. So you're watching, of course you're watching Fathers Who Care, and it's time to break it down and wrap it up. So I want to thank you all for, thank you Hanisha, thank you all the guests in there, Angel, Shanta, Gloria, Rhonda, Walter, and all of those who made this show possible. Thank you, Amari, thank you all. Thank you so much, Clown. Onionhead, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Your heart is right. Your spirit is right. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for loving our community. Thank you for the joy.
Love Chicago.
And we love you in Chicago.
Okay.
So please keep coming on back, and please don't ever come back to this city, and don't call me, because I want to be here
All right.
to welcome you in the city and do whatever I can
Thank
to
you.
show you our love. So you're watching Fathers Who Care. It's time to go. We got to let it go this evening. So God bless you. Good night. Keep the faith.